the next two, don't get too caught up here in the terminology and rather look a little bit more at the definitions here. So the first one is a minimum effective dose. Okay, so it sounds a little bit like a medical term, and the definition is prescribing the lowest amount of training possible while still eliciting the desired outcome. Okay, so basically what we're saying there is we want to get enough training into our athletes that they get better, but we don't want to go too far where we tip them over the edge and now they start to get overtrained, which is our next part to it. Okay, so this overtraining part occurs when a person trains to a point where their body's ability to recover is inhibited. Okay, so this might be an athlete who's had just a crazy hectic schedule with games, training, and just lifestyle in general. And with that person, you may see some of these symptoms that we've got down the bottom. So you may see like early onset of fatigue. So about halfway through practice, they could be getting really tired when they usually get through a training session pretty comfortably. You could see a decreased output. Okay, so maybe they're not running as fast as what they usually would be or covering the court as well as what they usually would. You could see slower decision making. Okay, so if you're doing like 2-on-1 games or things like that, you can see slower decision making in those drills. And then you might see really muscular soreness. So you might have an athlete who's always complaining after practice that I'm really sore. Okay, my legs are always really tired and heavy. These are signs of overtraining, and a way to combat that is using this minimum effective dose. Okay, which again is just that point of training where we're doing enough to get improvement, but we're not doing too much that we get to that overtraining point.